Friday Football Focus. After an opening season loss, the Arroyo Grande Eagles are soaring once again, but could they get past the battle-tested Knights of St. Joseph? All aboard the Dos Pueblos bandwagon. The Chargers are in the fast lane, and they didn't figure to slow down tonight against San Luis Obispo. And two traditional Ventura County powers meet at Larrabee Stadium as the Cougars tangle with an angry Scorpion squad of Camarillo. Friday Football Focus is smooth as silk.
Hi, I'm Jamal Wilk. You're watching Friday Football Focus.
Now, from the bleachers to the end zones, gridirons up and down the coast. From the largest sports team on local television. Live, Friday Football Focus.
Welcome to Friday Football Focus. I'm Mike Clan. No, Mama Senere de los Santos did not have a baby Jace yet, but she's not in studio. She is working tonight out amongst the people. Senere is live at Crony Sports Bar in Ventura. What is happening, Senere?
Well, that's right, Mike. I'm here in Ventura at Caroni's. Over to my left, we see the coaching staff for Pacifica enjoying a nice cold one. I'm not going to give away the score or the final, but you know, if they're here enjoying a nice cold one, it's probably a good win over Buena. Over to my right, the Ventura coaching staff is here. That was my game, and I don't want to give away the score, but they did play against Camarillo. We will have those highlights, plus maybe some coaches will talk to me about the big game against Hart next week. But Mike, this is the crowd. This is what the scene is looking like right now. I'm going to go ahead and toss it back to you in studio.
All right, Senator, we'll check in with you soon enough. Well, the matchup of the night taking place in Orchid as the St. Joseph Knights continue their non-conference gauntlet schedule with a home date against Arroyo Grande. Friday Football Focus senior reporter Dave Alley wasn't about to miss this game. He joins us live at St. Joe High School.
Well, hi there, Mike. Yeah, you know, 5 weeks into the season, I finally get my first chance to see Arroyo Grande. Of course, it's always good to see AG after that opening loss way back in week 0 to Lompoc. The Eagles, they have finally taken flight. Actually, they're soaring high, as you mentioned earlier, winning 3 in a row. Now, to make it 4 in a row, they were going to have to get by a very talented St. Joseph squad. Don't let the Knights' record of 2-2 coming in fool you. As you did mention, they have arguably the most difficult schedule of any team in our area so far this season, and that certainly continued on tonight. Teams meeting for the 7th straight year. Eagles with 5 wins in the previous 6 encounters, including 3 straight. First quarter, first possession for AG. Hand off to James Gilmet. Sophomore running back comes blasting out of the backfield, straight up the middle, finds a seam, gets into open space, and he is gone, taking it 42 yards for the score. Eagles up 7-0 just 3.5 minutes in. Later in the first at the St. Joseph 2. Ball again goes to Gilmet. Same result. AG touchdown, little shorter run this time, but the Eagles with another 6, up 14-0. Great start for Tom Goosen and the Eagles after 1 quarter. Second quarter, Knights offense begins to heat up. Dino Maldonado to Josh Wong. That's a Knight first down to the 10-yard line. But the very next play, Maldonado looking for Wong again in the end zone. Cade Cunningham steps in front of it, picks it off, makes his way down the sideline, picks up about 30 yards before he is knocked out of bounds. Big play by the Eagle defense there. Cunningham keeps the Knights off the scoreboard. Ensuing drive for AG. Sawyer May at the 19. Quickly finds Matthew Sill. He hauls it in and does the rest, taking it in for another Arroyo Grande touchdown. AG up 21-0. But the Knights trying to hang in there. Just over a minute to go. Ball at midfield. 4th and long. Maldonado downfield to Nate Guzman. Flat out. Makes a fantastic catch deep in AG territory. But moments later, 4th and goal. Maldonado throws it. Ball caught. AG's Mason Henslin, boom, pops the ball loose. It goes flying into the air, eventually brought in by Nathan Witzig. He takes it the other way, picking up huge yardage all the way downfield into Knights territory. An absolutely huge turnover by the Eagle defense. Dustin Davis and the Knights so close twice, but empty-handed at halftime. Arroyo Grande led 21-0. Second half, Eagles scored twice more. This one, all Arroyo Grande. Afterwards, well wishes for former AG star Ryan Teixeira, who's battling leukemia. His Eagles roll big time, beating St. Joseph 35-0. Yeah, certainly not expecting that large of a margin, but Arroyo Grande just had all facets of the game working tonight, so congrats to the Eagles. They go to 4-1 next week. They'll be home with South County rival Napomo. That should be a fun one. As for the Knights, well, they dropped to 2-3, still a very good team at 2-3. They'll be on the road at San Luis next week. That may not be bad news. They're 2-0 on the road, 0-3 here in J. Will Stadium. But again, the Knights should be excellent ball club this season. We'll be looking forward to seeing what they do the rest of the way. For right now, though, that's going to wrap it up here from Orchid, live from St. Joseph High School. Dave Alley, back to you, Mike.
All right, Dave. I love that hit at the goal line. Wow, that ball popping up there. Dos Pueblos High School football is on a roll, especially after beating Camarillo last week. DP was looking for a 4th straight win, and they figured to get it over a San Luis Obispo squad that had not tasted victory yet. Chargers enjoying some home cooking as this was their 3rd straight home contest. Nachos going, a lot going on in the good land of Goleta. Senior night with the family. To have over 30 seniors on the team. And hey, the 2001 CIF finalist team honored. Matt York there, Shane Lope, Jeff Usaka, Shane Green. And oddly enough, the team that beat them in the finals was San Luis Obispo, and that's who was in town tonight. Of course, a different Tigers team. That was Nathan Beveridge with the stop. And Blake Irwin, first possession of the game for DP, chewed up 15 yards, and back to Irwin. He's inside the 5, and Irwin is going to take it in for the touchdown, the start of his big night. And yeah, Blake just says, keep on rolling. That film in the DP mobile figured to get a lot of use tonight. Following a San Luis Obispo fumble, DP on the attack again. You know who. Blake Irwin again inside the 5. Irwin, another touchdown. He had 4 rushing touchdowns in this game. The second one made it 14-0. And 4 minutes into the game, I'm afraid that hey, the DP mobile might run out of gas. Of course, those fans would push it for you. Slow, showing some signs of life. Wildcat, and it's Javon Montgomery. He took the ball from the 20-yard line of his own and inside the DP. 10 over 70 yards on that play. And then the option, and the Tigers go right back to Montgomery, who dives in. Touchdown, San Luis Obispo. PAT failed 14-6. And then some San Luis Obispo defense. Graham Gilmore, the interception. But Doug Caines, the defensive coordinator, dial up the D. They took over on downs there. Second quarter, 4th and short. Kellen Roberts. They go for it. They get the first down and more. It's Tommy Johnson weaving downfield. And then it's Kellen Roberts buying time. And he's going to find Michael Elbert. He had that touchdown catch last week against Camarillo. And the juniors got another one right there. The highlights do not lie. The Chargers now 4-1 on the season. They win big, 49-6. DP Mobile did not run out of gas. Neither did DP. They play a much improved and undefeated Wainimi team next week. That game would be in Oxnard. Well, the Lompoc Braves have been smashing their overmatched opponents over the last 3 weeks. They pummeled Napomo, San Marcos, and Santa Barbara by outscoring those teams by a combined 151-10. We mentioned this because, well, we anticipated more of the same tonight as the Braves ventured into Rigetti High School to battle the winless Warriors. Lompoc's Cameron Davis hands it off to who else? Toa Tawa. Featured him in our intro. And he picks up about 20 yards. And it's Davis, the play action pass. Zeke Chavez, he's got room to run. He scoots into the end zone with ease. And hey, about Shamar Savage, nice block to get him that last couple of yards. PAT would fail at 6-0. Next possession, Davis hands off to Toa Tawa again. See you later. 55 yards down the sideline into the end zone for the junior star. After the 2-point conversion, Braves would lead at 14-0. Now, Lompoc looking for more late in the first quarter. Davis fires it downfield, but hey, picked off by Trey Gonzalez of Rigetti. Warriors come up big on that play, but it's the Braves just way too tough once again, shutting out their 3rd straight opponent. How about that? 54-0 is tonight's final. The undefeated Braves host Templeton next week. Rigetti is off. And they may be fierce crosstown rivals on the gridiron, but yesterday it was a different story for the Santa Maria and Pioneer Valley football teams. Players, coaches, and administrators from both schools came together at Cool Hand Luke's in a tradition that began just last year. It's the Main Street Classic Lunch, which allows the two rivals to meet in a friendly environment just a day before they battled for city bragging rights. This year's game is shaping up to be the best ever between the programs. The Saints 3-1 off to the team's best start in more than 20 years, while the Panthers were 2-1.
This game, it's big to me, to our team, to the other team. It's going to be a tough battle, and I hope, it's a good game.
It means a lot, it's cross-town rivals. It's a really big game to us, and we're just going to go out there and compete.
And since Pioneer Valley opened in 2004, it has never lost to Santa Maria Varsity Football. Panthers were 10-0 all-time versus the Saints. So that sets the table, so to speak, for tonight's game. Let's bring in the Rooster, Kevin Roos, see how it played out. Kevin joins us live from our Santa Maria newsroom with the highlights.
Hey, Mike. Yeah, Santa Maria ended their 22 winless streak against Rigetti last week, so they were hoping to keep that history rolling tonight when they took on Pioneer Valley, a team that they have never beaten. And certainly if they could do it, well, it would be something of epic proportions, much like great stories that we've heard like David and Goliath or Seabiscuit against War Admiral. But hey, let's get to the highlights and see how it turned out. Huge crowd on hand tonight in Santa Maria for this one. Had a feeling of like a heavyweight battle. And speaking of boxing, Carlos Balderas Jr. back from the Rio Olympics, and great to see him on hand tonight, taking in the game. Third quarter, PV up 10-3. Matthew Garcia to Leo Partida Ruiz. He catches it, moving the chains. Good field position for Pioneer Valley. Have to settle for a field goal, though. Edgar Zacharias' kick is up, and it's wide right. Buffalo Bills fans still cringing from Super Bowl 25 when it was wide right. Now to the fourth quarter, Zacharias field goal attempt, this time up and good. 13-3, Pioneer Valley with under 6 minutes to go. Fourth quarter, Blake Truheit rolling out. Can't find anybody, so he takes off and avoids a tackler, and he's gone down the sideline. He'll take it about 60 yards before the defense would catch him. Defense also caught a couple Pokemon on the way. All right, just kidding about the Pokemon. Santa Maria, though, would turn it over on downs. This game under 2 minutes to go now should be over, right? Wrong. Truheit, not done yet. The pass, it's tipped, but it falls into Angel Esparza's hands, and he's going to take it down the field 57 yards, nearly takes it into the end zone before he's knocked out at the goal line. And then moments later, in great field position, Truheit with the ball rolling out. He'll find Esparza in the end zone. Easy touchdown. Finally, Santa Maria gets something going, but now they got to kick the onside kick. They're down by 3. It's up and bounces, and they don't get the bounce. Pioneer Valley falls on it, but they came back. They fought hard, and Santa Maria, unfortunately, falls short on this one tonight as Pioneer Valley goes on to get the win in a thriller, 13-10. All right, both teams' defenses played stellar tonight. Pioneer Valley getting the win and a wild ending there. Santa Maria will host Santa Ynez next week. They get another tough test. Pioneer Valley also going to get a tough test next week. Again, they will host Atascadero. Real quick, 8-man high school football action tonight. Valley Christian Academy wins over Kings Christian 52-44. From the Santa Maria newsroom, Mike, sending it back to you.
Whoa, an Olympian and a Rooster on the same field. Sorry, Kevin, I'm going with the Olympian. Hey, Olympian, we're going to take our first time out on the evening. On the way, we got highlights from Cabrillo, and then we'll also check in the Santa Ynez Valley. The Pirates tried to stay undefeated. They hosted Templeton.